All right, so here we are with Corporal Chris Backus.
Hi, Cole.
Kaslo RCMP, hello, how are you?
Really good, thanks.
Good. So Chris, what can you tell the people of Kaslo about what's anything new in the RCMP updates?
Yeah, certainly I can. There's a couple of things that I did want to just touch base with that's happened over the last few months. Certainly since we talked last, I can say that we had talked a little bit about the bear problem and things. We've noticed that the bear occurrences, they're still in the village and they're still present, but that the number of bears and the number of calls that we've received have gone down. Now, we still recognize that there's people out there that need to still keep their composts covered and everything else. So the message is still the same, but we have noticed a slight decrease. Now that can also be attributed to the snow melting up higher so the bears can go up higher. Having said that, we are noticing an improved condition between the bears and the village of Kaslo, and they seem to be moving out of town slowly, but just want to reiterate that message again, that we be mindful of our garbage, we be mindful of our composts. These are the things that are drawing the bears into the village. I just thought I would sort of do a recap in the last month sort of thing. We've actually here at the RCMP we've charged 3 people with drug charges in this last month here in the city of Kaslo, and one was possession of cocaine. The other charge was possession of marijuana for the purpose of trafficking, which means there was obviously a large enough quantity that we were proposing that it was for more than personal use.
Right.
And then the third charge again was possession of cocaine. So there were 3 charges that came out of that, and we're always being very mindful of the drug trade in our community and things. So those were really, I thought, just good work by the guys here as well. And certainly, if we would like to again reiterate to the community, if you have any knowledge of any drug activity and you would like to report to the police, you can call the police, or you can even call the Crime Stoppers line as well. Most recently, we had a break and enter on July 1st. And actually, maybe before we get into that, we had a break and enter on July the 1st. It was at the Bluebell Bistro on Front Street, and so we've managed to we've arrested two youth in the community here, and we've released them on conditions, and we're going to be proposing charges to Crown Council for break and enter. So, which was again just sort of goes on into the biggest point of this month is I want to just bring sort of forward the issue of vandalism, break and enters, things. It's summertime, and there are a number of factors that cause break and enters to go up, and vandalism and petty vandalism and theft. So what I do want to just remind the community, first and foremost, lock your doors at night, lock your vehicles. I would say over 80% of the break-ins that we've had to vehicles or vandalisms to vehicles, there have been doors left unlocked, or or windows left unlocked. So the reports that, if we are getting them, is that there are these people that go around occasionally in the community and they just try doors and windows to see if they're open, and when they're open, then the opportunity presents itself. So it is summer; these occurrences will go up. Please, be mindful, lock things up, take wallets out of cars, and these are things that even in a small place like Kaslo, they're a reality, and you have to keep that in mind.
Can I ask you a question about, like, what kind of charges, is it true you have to be 17 and over and you could be tried as an adult, and then if you're younger than that, then you're a youth, and how does that work?
Yeah.
Or if it's youth, what's going to happen to them if they get caught?
Well, the law is the law for almost anyone. They're under the Youth Criminal Justice Act of Canada. They recognize a young person to be between the ages and including 12 to 17. Okay, so if you're between 12 to 17 and you commit a crime, the criminal process and the due process changes a bit, because you're tried with criminal code offense, but according to the Youth Criminal Justice Act. Once you've turned 18, you are then considered an adult, and you would be tried in adult court. In some cases, if there is a youth or a young person that has committed a serious crime, there can be application made to try that youth in an adult court. And these would be very serious cases like murder and very serious assaults and things like that, where they can sort of say, well, this is the reasoning we think this youth should be tried, and it's been done before. When you're charged as a youth under the Youth Criminal Justice Act, the police and the courts, it's not public information. We're not allowed, and we're not allowed to disclose the name.
Right, but I'm just
those
curious as to what could those youth face, like what will happen to them?